Hello, everyone. This is Lucian. How we doing? I'm at the beautiful Coney Island, just taking it in. I came out here just to relax, have a little brunch. Everything is so beautiful out. The air is cool. I'm glad I came early because they're already sending alerts out that we're going to come into another heat wave, some type of heat dome over New York City. And the scary thing I found out this morning that over 10,000 people died across Europe. A lot of senior citizens. So please, senior citizens, please, please go to your nearest cooling centers. Call 311 if you're in New York City, and wherever you're watching from, please do not stay in a very hot or heated apartment. Please don't do that. 60, no, 10,000 people, and many of them were senior citizens over 65. So please, as climate change heats up the planet, you must take care of your health and go to your local cooling centers. So I'm here at the beautiful Coney Island, and I wanted to get into kind of decisions I've been making about my own life. Um, they're very tough decisions, maybe a little bit tough for some to hear, but I think it's important because I had to look at what my needs were about what it is that I need to do as I age, right? I'm in my 60s, I'm fully retired, I live on a fixed income now, and I'm a big believer in following up with medical follow ups. Unfortunately, I had to cancel a lot of my medical appointments because I started to get hit with all these co-pays, and it's just too much. So I decided to cancel a lot of appointments and just maybe do the ones that are extremely important, my yearly annuals, any follow up with my hand. If you can tell, my hand is still swollen. It's been swollen for 4 years, but they finally took an X-ray of this shoulder, and they find that I have extensive osteoarthritis in the AC osteoarthritis, extensive. So the other thing is that I was thinking about my own demise, my own inevitable ending on this beautiful planet that God created. I pulled out some money to pay off a tax bill, and I decided, well, I'm pulling out this money. Let me pay for my cremation. So I did. I paid for my cremation services. That's because I have no family, and any friends that I have live outside of New York City. And I decided that that's something that really should fall on me to take care of, not put people through stressful moments about, oh my God, what does he want? What are we going to do? Well, I'm being cremated, and I'm trying to work on getting a niche for my ashes. It's not working out too well. I got to dig deeper and find a grant or something, or maybe do a GoFundMe and raise some funds for that. The other thing I decided that there is a new law in New York City that something about mercy, end of life mercy. And I decided that's at first I said, well, if I get really sick, then I'll do it. But I decided that the only reason that I will choose something like that, it's if I've ever gotten diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia. Now, that doesn't run in my family. My grandmother died at the age of 80. My grandfather died of heart disease. My father died of heart attack. There's no real history that I know of that anybody had gotten dementia or Alzheimer's disease. And the reason why I felt like I would end my life with a diagnosis like that is because at the end of the day, I really don't trust caregivers in nursing homes because there's been so much history of abuse and neglect. And I need to know that I'm in control of my faculties to make this decisions that I need to take care of me. And if I can't do that under dementia and Alzheimer's disease, then I think that the best thing to do for me is use that law to my benefit. Otherwise, I also decided that I don't want to get too old. If as I age and if I get to the point that I can't take care of myself, and if I should be diagnosed with cancer or some disease that needs medication, um, I decided that I would refuse all treatment and allow myself to end naturally. I would probably, accept pain medication and maybe be requested to put on in a coma until my life ends because I don't want to live getting too old in a nursing home and being under the care of a lot of caregivers that you see in documentaries and things like that in the news media about the abuse of the elderly in these institutions. I don't want to be warehoused. I think I'd rather just die peacefully in my own way. So moving forward, I will not be accepting any type of medical treatment for any type of illness that I should get, whether that's cancer, whatever it is. I just want to end my life before I cannot make those choices in the future. Sorry for the sun. So that's kind of where I am, and I think that some people might have issue with that. Um, and I understand that they might. I don't. I feel like, well, the sun is really. I feel like this is end of life choice for myself. That I need to take care of me. So my cremation is paid for, and I'm working on trying to get a niche for my burial of my ashes. I don't want my ashes to be spread. I don't want my ashes in jewelry. I want my ashes to be kept intact, in whole, and I want to be buried that way or put in a niche that way. Moving forward, I don't know if this is going to be a long video. I don't know if there were other things I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, there is. So I'm here in Coney Island. I wanted to get out of my house. I like to get out sometimes and refresh my mind. So the other thing I was thinking about is in the news this morning, I heard that 10,000 people died across Europe. 10,000. Listen to me. How does 10,000 people die across Europe with their recent um, or what do you call heat wave? That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. You know why? Because people are not taking care of themselves. People need to find cooling centers. People need to hydrate. People need to find places where they can stay cool. Now, what I read was that many of them were 65 and older, which was stunning that 10,000 people died across Europe. I was really shocked when I heard this number. I was not happy. We are very privileged here in the United States to find ways to keep cool. If you're in New York City, please call 311 for your nearest cooling center. Please do everything you can to remain hydrated, to make sure you have ice ready in the refrigerator, ice packs, iced water. If you can't get out, make sure you have a fan. Make sure the windows are closed. Make sure the blinds are drawn because a lot of the heat heats up the glass and the metal frames and it brings more heat into the apartment. Get sunblock for the windows. Please do not suffer. Dying from heat is extremely painful and a lot of suffering. So, people, please take care of your health, take care of your life. There's only one life to live. Try to enjoy it to the best of your ability. Um, I'm hanging out here in Coney Island, and I pray that supposedly, there's a heat wave starting tomorrow and a heat dome. That's what it's called. There was a heat dome in Europe. There's a lot of sunlight, so I really can't really focus on the camera too well. So there's a heat dome, and that heat dome supposedly, if I read the news right, is coming tomorrow. So it's going to be here. So please be prepared, be ready. Um, As far as my end of life decisions, I know it's tough to talk about. It's scary. I'm ordering a bracelet, a medical bracelet with a DNR inscripted on it. Do not resuscitate. If I should have a stroke or a heart attack, I do not want to be resuscitated. I just want to end it the way it's supposed to end. So this way, I don't have to live to a very, very elderly type of life. I don't see it for myself. And it's not because I'm trying to hang on to my youth. It's not because I don't want to let go. Yes, I can let go of my youth. I can let go of my past. What I don't want to do is be in a nursing home, being cared for, not being able to make choices for myself. I do not want to be in a wheelchair being rolled around or having people change my diapers. I don't want any of that. And it's okay for those who are okay with that. There's nothing wrong with it. People want to hang on, that's fine. For me, I've seen enough documentaries and I understand the psychology behind it. I'm talking about what I think is going to work for me. I do not want that life. I do not want that quality of life. And when I'm ready and when my time comes, I'll be having my bracelet, which I'll be ordering soon. And it will be DNR, do not resuscitate. I don't care. When it's my time, it's my time. Don't try to save me. Don't try to electrify me. Don't try to bring me back. Let me go in peace. Let me go. I've lived and it's my time to go. Just let me go. Anyway, that I'm not trying to be dramatic or emotional about it. I've accepted that everything has an end and a beginning and a beginning and an end. And it's okay for me to want to end. I believe that once a soul is created, it can never be destroyed. So my soul and my consciousness will move on to heaven, God, enlightenment, to the light, if I can make it there. And I just want to end in peace. The only thing that I will grieve is the beautiful nature that God created. And that's been the most important thing that I valued in my life is God and the beautiful creation of nature. All right, people, stay cool. Please go to cooling centers, take it easy, and God bless you all. And thank you for listening. Bye.